Yo, uh, you made me notice that for once I didn't actually draw the entirety of the thumbnail or what you were currently seeing, if you were able to see. I can't be bothered. I might start doing this in the future because, man, I'm just lazy, bro. I don't, no excuses. I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy, which is kind of nuts considering how, let's say, questionable my drawings are, especially on paint. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Anyway, I have something else to talk about. As you can tell, it's Wotakoi. I actually dropped this once upon a time. Once upon a time. And the reason was I don't know, it just didn't make sense at the time, I think. It has been a little bit. It's not like I remember everything I read, but it was the story is not chronological. Like they don't go arc by arc. It's like chapter one of the arc, and then they go to something else, and then sometimes they bring it back, and then they go to something else. It's very non-linear. It's it's very interesting, but it was not to my liking maybe a couple years ago. And then this is actually several years ago now. Damn. This was probably like maybe like 5 years, like 3 years ago now. And then I just ended up just watching the anime. Like whatever, who cares? But I'm like, I don't know why I'm making this video before a different video, but I just caught up to Dress Up Darling, and I just finished. Shit. What's the senpai ga urusa? The my senpai's annoying or something like that, right? The one with the green chick, the green hair chick, and the black hair chick, the black hair dude, and the really tall, muscular guy. I'm sure you get it. If you don't, it is what it is, right? So I finished those, and I caught up to Dress Up Darling, and I'm like, okay, I need some more slice of life in my life. Because all of the slice of life giants are just ending. So many of them, a lot of them. Some of which I read, some of which I don't. But I'm like, okay. I was scrolling through. I was scrolling through Mal, like, oh, what could I read, man? What could I read? I'm like, oh, Wotakoi. It's dropped. I remember liking the anime though, and the manga wasn't like bad. It just wasn't for me at the time. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it another chance. Just see how far I get. Bro, I read that shit in a day. I read that shit in a day. It's admittedly, it's only like 86-ish chapters. It says 86 on paper. It's like 100-ish because it's like the point five. I read that shit in a day. It made me feel good, man. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's not what you say traditional. It's not very tropey, rather. It obviously it plays like with tropes, which I quite enjoy as a, Gintama fan, parody fan, so on and so forth. So it's a good time. Very adorable. All the characters, literally all of them, I enjoy, which is a great sign for a slice of life because the characters are the stars of the show, obviously. There's no plot, it's just vibes. It's just vibes. And it's a good vibe, generally. Even when shit going down, it's a good vibe. In a way, right? So, it's it made me feel good. So that's why I want to talk about it. Not much to talk about, frankly. Like, the characters are great. The dynamics are great. The even the smaller like hidden lessons, themes, so on are great. Good read. I quite enjoyed it. 8 out of 10 as of right now. Maybe it'll change in the future. Maybe I'll like it more or less. Maybe my opinion will change. Maybe I'll read it again. Probably not, but who knows? Who knows? If you haven't given it a chance, feel free to. I'm not going to go into spoilers because I don't really care to. And it's also a slice of life. Like, what the fuck am I going to spoil? Well, there's some stuff at the end the last maybe like 20 chapters involving Koyunagi and Kabukura. Oh, cinema. Oh, such cinema. That couple's so adorable, bro. I love that couple. The real as fuck. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.